All right, it's episode 2 of the 2023 Spring Fling Kubb Classic, hosted by Queen City Kubb. We're in a windy Charlotte, North Carolina, actually just outside of Charlotte. Got some rain earlier today. It's awfully muddy. Got some sun now. It's awfully windy, but beautiful day all around. With me, I am Stu Gander. With me, Mr. Sven Heikes. Sven, what's shaking, baby?
Did you just make up a name for this that doesn't exist? I don't
What did I
believe
say?
it's the Spring Fling Kubb Classic. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I think
That sounds very
huge
sophisticated,
championship.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I like that.
Anyway, pumped up for the second quarterfinal here, Stu. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, so we're doing the other half of the quarterfinals today. We are going to have some really competitive players, as well as some big do-ins on the AKT points, I would imagine. So where we're also going to push the limits of Kubb technology. There's been some other sports leagues across the country ripping us off for the past year. We're going to take that back home and do it how we do it here on Tuesday Night Kubb. But today's matchup is the 650 Mafia, team of Bob Heikes and Mike Davids, Keystone Kubb, Queen City Kubb, 4-3 game record. They're taking on Kraken Beer, Raleigh Kubb, Keystone Kubb, 5-2 game record. They started a bit slow today, Sven, and then they caught fire.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, no, this should be a good one. These guys matched up in one of the rounds, and I don't think it lasted very long.
Yeah.
With Kraken Beer taking that, so this will be good. It'll be tough. Both of these teams are semifinal teams in my mind, so somebody's got to go home early.
Yeah, we talked about how ridiculous the field and how deep the field is in our last episode, but yeah, this is just an example of that. This is this is 3/4 of the Blasters final from last year.
Yes.
And this is a quarterfinal match. But anyway, as we said earlier, we strive for constant pushing of the boundaries here at Tuesday Night Kubb. You saw Major League Baseball rip us off last year by having on-field players talk. I know golf has done that a little bit this year. So pushing the boundaries, we have Mr. Dan Corey mic'd up during this match. Dan, you're getting ready to set this one up. You going frontwards or backwards?
Well, guys, first of all, thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here, and you saw how I just set it up, and so we're going to try to stay cool with this wind today. It's pretty breezy, and see what happens.
It is about that squirrel. That was close.
It is very windy.
Yeah, it comes and goes. It comes and goes.
It's very windy. So,
It's howling out there.
It really is. It really is.
It's howling.
You
Jeez,
can see my beer gut and my shorts blowing in the wind.
Yeah. Dan, from where the camera's set up here, it's a 6-pack, so don't worry about it.
There we go. Thank you, sir.
By the way, we have the other quarterfinal live scoring below, and I don't know if you've noticed, but 2020 Suck just went bonkers.
Yeah.
And here's how it happened. Dan Ivanuk with the 1 and the 2
We going turkey? I think we're going turkey.
and the turkey,
Nice.
and Matt Green steps up for the Svirky.
The Swooper Svirky.
Swooper Svirky, and picks up Dan. You better turn around. They're throwing fire back there. We got to pick up your game here.
Yeah, I'm really just trying to focus in on this match. We got a tough match here. And Mike's about to throw. You can always count on Mike. There he goes, big time. And I just got to give major props. You guys get the logistics team. You give them a lot of crap. But if you can tell by looking at me in this video, you can't even see my mic. and that is spectacular work by
It
them.
is.
So I want to give them some credit there.
Yeah. You've got the Garth Brooks microphone. That's just that little thing that comes out of the side of his cowboy hat.
Yes.
Yeah, I won't tell you where the battery pack is, but yeah, it's good stuff.
You should probably focus on this turn, Dan. I mean, you gotta. Luckily, Mike bailed you out there. It would have been a turn saver.
Yeah, let me throw right here. See what I want to do.
Step off the line.
Mm-hmm.
Really
Well,
is.
you were talking when I was about to throw, so
Yeah. That's
here
a
we
good
go.
call.
I'm gonna
Good
give it
call.
all I have right here. Just let's see what happens. Oh, come on, guys.
Ah! Oh,
Well,
sorry,
that was
Dan.
unfortunate.
Sorry, Dan.
Can't you mute your end so that we can talk while you throw? Because it's gonna be, if we can't talk while you throw, we're gonna feel like we're screwing you up. If you lose this match, Dan, it's our fault if you can't mute the mic.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
Dan, I apologize there. Sven gave me one of those can of nuts where you open it up and all the snakes jump out right in your backswing. Scared me to death.
Is that what that was? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Very, very unprofessional, Sven.
Yeah, you know how I roll, Stu.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got here. You know, this mud, you can really Johnny Appleseed these.
Johnny Kubelseed.
Or Johnny Kubelseed, that's right.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
the other thing that's amazing about this mic is you can't even pick up Mike Karenjik on it at all. You know? I mean, it's like he's not even talking.
no, it's really, really quality equipment. You probably can't even hear the wind, can you?
Barely.
Well, it's really blowing.
Yeah, the Johnny Kubelseed, we talked about that in the first quarterfinal. Solid Johnny Kubelseeds all over the place today. Yeah. The other thing that we probably need to talk about, Dan, you've had some issues in facing Bob in a knockout play here in the bracket section, haven't you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely in any knockout play. I'm pretty sure Bob's knocked us out. Maybe 5 out of the last 6 times I've been knocked out of a tournament. I don't know. It's got to be something like that. I do fine against them in the group stage, but then it just goes to all heck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he pretty much has knocked you out every chance he's gotten.
Yeah, like I said, 5 of 6. I don't think it was at PA because I don't think we got far enough. Oh, that's right.
If you didn't play him, then you didn't play him. But
Yeah.
But when he had played you in some sort of a bracket situation, you're gonna break through, Dan. Maybe this is the day.
Maybe today's the day. We're gonna give it our chance.
Sven, we didn't make our picks. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Bob and Mike. Just on that stat alone.
Yeah, I'm going with Kraken Beer because I'm homers for Raleigh Kubb, so I'm taking that one. Dan, I know I'm talking while you're drilling, but don't let me down, my friend.
Yeah, that last one wasn't very good. No, I mean, until I beat Bob, I'd have to go with him too. So his team.
Well, that's not the right attitude.
No, it's not, but it is what it is.
Yeah, no, it's a hurdle you're gonna have to get over, and I'm confident that you will one of these opportunities. It's gonna happen for you, Dan. You're too good.
Yeah. One day. 3 and 4 against Bob in one-on-one tournament play. So I mean, we're kind of getting there. We're right there with him, but just can't pull it off when it matters. So we'll do it. We'll get it one day.
Your partner picked up a nice triple there, Dan.
He did. I'm excited for him. Can't you tell?
Back on too. That's good stuff.
Oh, that was a little hairy. Let's see what we got here.
Dan, you're going to need to start knocking down some 8s. Oh, or 4s.
I didn't see that either. Just kidding.
Bob was down here with like alone in a car. He probably spent 8
There we
hours
go.
just talking
That was solid. That was solid.
Yeah, Sven and Bob drove down together. No telling what that arrangement will be on the way home, depending on who wins here.
You mean Mike and Bob?
Oh yeah, Mike and Bob. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I'm
yeah,
very confused. This is very taxing on my
going
brain
on.
right now,
Yeah, a
Sven.
lot going on. No, I hear you, Stu.
Almost,
Kissed
buddy.
it.
Almost, buddy.
Kissed it. Here's the rest of the AKT schedule for this season. As we've talked about, 6 tournaments this year. Still take your top 4. If you haven't played in anything, there's still time to get full credit for 4 tournaments this year. All you have to do is show up and start collecting points.
Kuban tied it up down there.
They did.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that's a 4 for 4, and now it's tied. I mean, those guys have been throwing 8s like it's their job.
It is their job.
Yeah, well, that's true. They are playing Coop. So, Dan, you're playing with my cousin Drew Gander at East Coast. Was there just nobody left?
No. I mean, I've been wanting to play with Drew since I started Coob a couple years ago, and just hasn't worked out. But we finally will get to do that. We got to still come up with a team name. It shouldn't be that hard since we're from the same city, but we're making it hard. So there's that. But no, I think it'll be a good time. And if Drew plays like he does, and I can pick it up a little bit, we'll be a threat for sure.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
Yeah, honestly, I think you guys should get together this weekend to play. I know Drew is free on Sunday potentially, so
okay.
Yeah,
I'll have to reach out to him. That's I'm available as well. So
you mean tomorrow?
Whenever,
All right, so what do we got? 6 in play here?
Yeah, we got 6 in play, so
there's the
that's a slow lean right there.
That's Johnny Kubel seed for you.
Yeah, there was a match I was in earlier today when we were playing in one of the more muckier, and I swear to you, a third of the cube was in the ground.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've experienced that today, but if anybody else has experienced that today, but wow, it was somebody really planted that one.
There was whatever it's either pitch 1 or 2. I can't ever remember what pitches or what, but there's one of them where this morning, the first 2 rounds, there was standing water in the drilling areas. So that was pretty soupy.
Gross. Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Yeah, now we've seen. I mean, it's a sound strategy to beat Johnny Kubel seeding these cubes in. Just make it a little more difficult. You're limiting your cube action, your baton action. Why not? It's there. Might as well take it.
Wind's back again.
It's really blowing now. That was a big shot by Mike because it was a gust.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely blowing strong. Yeah.
Oh, here we
So
go.
Dan, how many times have you been talking today and Herengic is being like, has made a mistake whether you're talking to us or to him?
Not much. Mike's pretty quiet when you play with him. He does communicate really, really good though. Like he's been really good a partner for me because he calms me down. Which is one of the things I'm still fighting when I play.
We call him the Zen Master, actually.
Yeah, he's a great guy to play with.
Mm-hmm.
We can see what we can do with this one.
Just throw it. Cut it goofy, Dan. Come on. There you go.
I tried.
Back door's not
I wasn't
open.
going to, but you asked me to, so I did.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's pretty nice. That's why they don't call him the peach farmer for nothing.
True.
So Dan, drilling conditions. So let's talk about this a little bit. Last night, Friday night friendlies, you and Mike were playing together a little bit, and there was deep concern on your team as to who would be drilling today.
Oh, nice shot.
Yeah, I think Mike. I think we were pretty close drilling, and Mike made the call that he was pretty adamant that he wanted me to go to do it. So, but we had a strategy that what we were going to do is when we were, now obviously that's not the case now, but throughout the day that if we were playing a team that we were probably going to beat, we were going to switch off just to keep each other fresh in case somebody started struggling a little bit. But to be honest with you, and this is not challenging drilling here, these conditions. I mean, it basically is where you throw it is where it stops almost.
Pretty much.
So I just did most of the day.
Somebody who drills like you pretty straight on, yeah, you're going to be throwing darts all day. By the way, Kuban, we just saw the highlight there, came back and won that match after 2020 sucked, went 4 for 4 with the swooper turkey.
Very impressive.
Yeah. Dan, what are you guys talking about here?
They're grouped pretty good, just deciding which one obviously to go for. Try to get maximum action on this shot. So
yeah,
we've been switching off first baton. So come on, bud.
Oh, single.
That's the Johnny Kubel seat for you.
Oh, another one. Dan, you know you can hit more than one at a time.
I know, I'm trying.
He's hitting one, that's important.
I'm trying.
Yeah, left
now I'm going to need Mike to pick us up here.
Pressure clear with a lot of junk in front.
Yeah, this is a tough shot.
Because you know you got to pick it off. I mean, if you hit the pile, it might not push back with it. Yep.
Oof,
yes, that is.
Oof.
Yeah, Mike Herengic is Mr. Clutch, isn't he? If you need a turn saver, pressure clear, whatever. Man,
yeah,
he steps up and knocks.
He's so
down.
calm.
Yep.
Oh man, whew, that was close. All right.
So Sven, what kind of read you got on your cousin here?
I don't know. What are you looking for?
I don't know. What do you think? What's his game looking like?
It looks fine to me. It's just, the struggle that we've seen, through the last quarterfinal and this one really is the blasting numbers are just off by about a baton just because you're not getting action. I know obviously he's looking to close this game out here if possible. We'll see what we can get.
Normally you would think that's that Kraken Beer was in the danger zone right here, but with the wind and the Johnny Kubel seat action, you never know. 7 in play, a lot.
Looks like a good group though. Ish.
So Dan, you got the double towel going on right now. Was one just not enough to contain you?
Well, the one on my back side is pretty nasty because it's been there most of the day, so it's not really doing a whole lot right now. But it's there just in case I drop this one. So
makes sense.
That was a painful single there.
That was an interesting single. He picked up the one in the middle.
Yeah.
Ooh. Sven, what do you think's Bob's? What do you think with his drilling? How do you feel like he likes this type of ground with his rotations and his cubes? Does he like it muddy like this, or is it just a little too much?
Not particularly. It's harder to get the cut that he would want to see. So he's got to spin him way harder than just to get him to move. He always plays a cut one way or the other, and so I think from what we've seen out of Adam last match, that the early cut where you put it on the ground early and tumble it in seems to be working for Adam. That's something Bob will probably go to if he knows that's working in the wind, especially against the wind. But no, it can be frustrating because you can have 3 or 4 cut on the same spot, and then one sticks, and when one sticks out of the pile, it's annoying because he tends to play a little more cut than Dan does, or you do, Dan. Sorry.
So 2020 sucked just with a Svirky over there. 8s are dropping on that pitch over there, like
yeah, but
like a fat man on a teeter-totter.
Yeah, but you saw what happened in game one. They gave a line, and that's what
Correct.
finished it. So you can drop eights all you want, but if you leave some in the field, you're going to be in a world of hurt.
Yeah, you are. Dan, what was that? A clacker there? What happened there? That was
There were two clackers there. Had a good, for me, I had a good drill going, and then I clacked one, and it moved it into my landing zone when I like to cut, and then the other one also moved into my back landing cut area. So that was a little bit of a disaster.
Yeah, bit all over the place.
That's the thing that can get you on days like today is like, if you have certain spots you're trying to hit and you block them out, then it can be tough to get to where you want to without a lot of options. Even if you have a lot of options, just if stuff's not moving, it just can be difficult if you get blocked out.
Yeah,
I think probably people are trying to go over the top of that front, that are right on you throw a couple cubes and they're right on that center line, then you have to start going over the top, which I think probably usually leads to more clackers.
That's why that early is nice, because you can skip right over it.
Yeah.
Plus you're out of the wind. Yeah, they're just pounding these cubes into the ground. But one more. Let's just pull the pin.
No. We got to do the East Coast pull.
Yes. Pull and pray.
Good old Lewis. All right, Dan, knock him down.
Yeah, big double here. Nice. Almost got it to the back.
Field golden.
Yep. Classic.
Classic Corey. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Pressure clear going on here.
No, I think we've got an advantage line going on here.
We got two batons left and two cubes, but yeah.
Oh, I didn't know, Dan. I didn't realize you still had one.
Oh,
well,
no.
now we got an advantage line.
Oh no.
Yep. So that was the problem. They gave us an opportunity to get back in it, and by not even getting a throw at an 8, and we did that. So this one's going to be a toughie.
Yeah, you can probably get away with one clacker, but two clackers in a drill that's probably going to be a problem.
I mean, like, you see a little bit of action here. They do, just not far.
What'd you say, Sven? It's that wind flowing again.
I mean, look at his shorts.
At least it's not cold this year. That's all I can say.
This is absolutely true. Last year, windy and cold. This year, just windy. So,
yeah,
and a little muddy. Is there a feeling that's worse than wet socks? Isn't that like right up there in the worst of the minor inconveniences?
It is the worst.
Yeah. Even like, after you take a shower and then you put your socks on and you accidentally step in a puddle of water, that's miserable.
Yeah. Oh, here we go again. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Making it rain.
Yep. Now Brian Jones, I believe, just went turkey, and there's 2.
He gets going, man. It's a problem.
Yes, he's not going very quick right now, but yeah.
It gets the win too. Turkey.
Yeah, there's the turkey. So in that match, we've had a swooper turkey, a sfirky, and a turkey.
Yeah.
And in this match, we've got Mike Davis taking down about 4. Yeah, Mike just took it down about half a tree.
Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan, it is. You kissing this one goodbye?
Yeah, kissing this one goodbye. Mike has played so good today. I've seen Mike play a lot the last couple of years, and I feel like this is the strongest I've seen him play. And I know he's been playing for a really long time. Yeah.
Yeah, Davis, I agree.
It's not over.
It's over.
That was over. He missed the first one, made it suspenseful. Bob always has to make it suspenseful.
Yeah. According to Glory, according to Cody, Bob just likes to make the matches as long as possible.
Yeah.
More FaceTime.
There you go. All right, Dan.
That
First
sucked.
match. Yep, down
All
one.
right.
All right, Dan. You got to get to game 3. That's all you got to do.
We do got to get. Hey, thanks, bud. Hey, Mike. Good game.
You're welcome.
Good game.
That's what Sven's here for.
Yep. So
Word
650 Mafia takes the first one over Kraken Beer. 1.3 for each. 40 on the 8 meter from 650 Mafia, and of course the advantage line is always gonna be a big deal. So now the win tables turn, and we've got 650 Mafia going into the win. We'll see how it affects their 8s, if at all.
We got the Mirage 8 that just went down.
Yeah.
That was a good shot. It was right on.
Yeah, Mike Davis played really well at the Scuffle as well.
Dan beat him in the semis, though.
Did you, Dan?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you were playing pretty good at the Scuffle too, by the way.
He would give it a run.
Gave it a hell of a run, Dan.
Which brings me to that.
Uh-oh. Change the subject. He's contesting our story. Stu.
No, I'm just kidding. I had to throw that last one, and I clacked it again. I will say that
you got to throw here, Dan.
Yeah,
finish
hold on. Let me get this. It's really blowing right now.
Mm-hmm. What are we talking about?
My shorts are blowing straight up my butt.
That's uncomfortable.
Or lack of. And Drew, I gotta say, I never experienced the wet socks because I learned this. My wife asked me when she saw me playing in these shoes. She said, "Where'd you get those shoes?" And I said, "Why?" She goes, "Well, they're kind of different." Which you guys are both, I think, married. You know what that means, that she hates them. And turns out everybody thinks they look like grandpa shoes, but they're just golf shoes that are waterproof. So if you see me walking and you're like, why is he wearing those? At least my feet are dry, even they look terrible, apparently.
You're wearing golf shoes?
Yeah.
Actually, Bob's wearing golf shoes as well, but the problem with his is they're not waterproof.
Oh,
You know what? That's a really good idea. I've got golf shoes, and they are waterproof. That's a really good idea.
So Bob's are cleatless,
dang
cleatless
it.
golf shoes, but the bottom is really aggressive, so he doesn't lose footing unless they get filled with mud.
Oh,
Which
well, there you go.
It's like today.
It's not a bad idea.
There you go.
Good pickup, Dan. Let's knock down some 8s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's nice having the wind to your back.
Yeah.
Oof, shoot.
Turn saver here.
I think Dan's got one.
No.
Oh.
4.
You always know Mike Horengic does it hits it when he does the Horengic hop.
Yes.
That's right, the little fist pump.
Yeah,
Signature
trademark that thing right there.
All right, Dan. So
Dan, you got a problem with Sven, I hear.
Yeah, what is this? The last one of the last videos was that's promising to win the scuffle.
I think it was
that
the
was
whole
never
story.
said. That is pure poppycock.
All right, then what's your story?
Well, the first one I'd been playing for less than a year, and so I said, and I finished second, and I was like, yep, next year's the one I'm really looking for, right? Something to that effect. But then never did I call my shot or promise I was going to win and all that stuff. So if you knew me, you'd know I would never do that. But it's all in good fun. And
did you or did you not? Were you or were you not a man on a mission?
I was a man on a mission. I really wanted to win that. I love the 1v1 game. That's probably my favorite. So I want to win one of those someday. So
Sven, I'm a little upset here.
Yeah.
We are known for the highest of journalistic integrity around here.
So much.
And to find out that this story that you broke was, kind of true.
Somewhat true. Well, it's just, it's not like I was there with a recorder. So it's how
I wish you would have been. Oh, that's a nice shot.
Great shot.
Man, really falling behind here.
Yeah, against the wind too. You guys got to make a big run this next turn. Bob's got 2 shots here. If he hits down one of these two, they're going to be in a real good position.
Oof.
Ooh. He's probably going to miss it.
He doesn't.
So it's looking pretty bad here. It's looking pretty bad. Got to have a big turn.
Dan, you're down a game in 3 coups.
I know. I mean,
Mike left him. He couldn't even celebrate with anybody. Now he's doing the shuffle over there.
need a big cast here. Let's see what we can do.
I think the shoes look fine, Dan.
Yeah, I didn't even realize they were golf shoes.
Well, that's the Bob's shoes are way too.
Freebie.
They're not basically golf shoes either. I don't think
There we
anybody-
go. That's a good start.
Yeah, the the golf shoes have really changed. You remember that when they had that little like skirt on top of the laces and whatever, and that went away. And that's pretty good. And by the way, Matt Green with the advantage line, I believe game 2 is going to be going to 2020 sucked.
Yep. What was so bad about 2020? Nice.
He does end it. Well, their
Weird.
their jerseys, their uniforms have toilet paper on them as the zeros.
Must have been like some sort of GI infection.
Yeah. Oh, Dan.
It's been a weird GI infection in Wisconsin that year. I don't know.
Yeah.
I had to mute my mic right there. Sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate the editing department appreciates that.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Neither was
Oh,
that.
boy.
Yeah,
Man,
I
you
mean
got
this
a
was
pressure clear.
this was a 2 baton clear, and we are on baton 6. Game in the balance right here.
Yeah, I mean, this is not looking good. Definitely need one.
Ugh, barely.
Yeah, pressure clear, Dan. As long as you clear it, that's all that matters.
We might need some help. So East Coast, I probably need to start looking towards that. The way this game is going. What is Drew excited to be playing with me, or is he just kind of whatever, like normal?
Ready to rock and roll. Field scouted. I think you guys have a good chance at making a deep run. That's what I think.
What do we know about this place?
About what place?
Sven.
Cedar Run Brewery.
Yeah. What are we looking
Actually-
at? Is what kind of grass is it? What's around it? Are we talking porta potties, or we got some real heads here?
Well, we're gonna have both.
Hold on, let me set this up. Jesus.
Dan.
Maybe you should get ahead of this match, Dan.
Maybe that's what's
Maybe
wrong.
you started focusing on the match a little less on where you're gonna crap at East Coast. You might be in a little better position right now. Anyway, no, we're gonna have both. It's a nice brewery. Field conditions are gonna be, potentially a little. I don't know. I mean, it's just. It's not going to be like long, thick grass like Hopkins.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Is it going to be like the long, grabby grass, or is it going to be the short, like North Carolina grass?
Not the short North Carolina grass either. It's.
Oh, that's the break. That's one of the breaks we needed.
No doubt. This should be over if they can just clear this in 3, but they already threw away one. That was better.
Triple, it looked like.
I'm just going to try to set Mike up here. No, it's definitely going to get mowed. Yeah. They're still in the red zone. Just a single left.
That's good enough. All you really need, just mow the grass a little bit and play some Kubb. Let's go.
Grass, yeah, I mean, there's, like I said, there's a lot of area. And depending on, we're going to be setting up pitches and trying to figure out.
Dan.
Nice camera awareness, Dan.
Dan,
What?
get out of the way.
No, I don't want you guys to see this loft. I'm trying to block the camera.
Dan.
You don't need to see this. Wait, Wait, let me scoot
No.
over a little bit so you can't. I'll just stay right here. Show you my butt a little bit more, or lack of.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh,
Killing
Dan, you got away with one there.
Yep, sure did.
the red zone though. They didn't convert. It happens. But no, I mean, there's just
So Mike wants to know: real bathrooms or porta johns?
both.
Yeah.
Both?
Yeah, both.
Here, I'll tell
So-
him right here.
Mike isn't
Hold
even
on.
going to be here. What does he care? Or there?
Well,
Be there.
he's concerned about my my
Brewery
bio
has-
breaks. My bio breaks.
Yeah, brewery has really nice bathrooms. We're going to be a little ways away, similar to Hopkins.
Gosh, did
So
you
we're
see
gonna
that stick?
One portable bathroom out there in case you need to run quickly, but it'll be brand new for that weekend, so it's never used before. And
That's
then
the same setup at Hopkins Farm, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
But Hopkins has like
Hey,
a
you guys
lot.
like that?
Yeah,
That's
a
pretty
little-
sweet. I think you
little
got a one
goofy.
rethrow.
I can
Alright.
attest the beer is good.
This is where we need a nice little cut to the right. Fill in that void.
Yeah.
Hit it. You got it.
What is he doing?
Just making sure this is in bounds. It could be a
This
good-
is the kind of stuff that Bob does that
Yeah.
drives me nuts.
Yes.
He knew damn well what was going on there. He's trying to get more camera time.
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted because it's out facing. Let's see what we got here. There we
Oh,
go.
that's nice. You brought him in a little bit.
Yeah, a little push.
So Dan, zero cut earlier in the day, like rounds 1 through.
There we go. Whew. Logistics. Just
I think that was the wind.
yeah.
Dan,
He's back. So I think that was you, Stu.
am I back? But my headset
Yes,
blew
we can.
off.
I can hear you.
Yeah, it blew off. I tried to catch it, but missed it as usual.
Yeah. Well, I would have caught it, but I had my hand full of sprung snakes from my peanut butter can.
That is Swedish fish. That would have been better.
That would have been cruel and unusual to have a Swedish fish thing and then you open it up and the snakes jump out. That's
Yeah. All right.
Let's see
They need
what
to
we
make
can
a
do here.
move right
Yep.
now.
Big move. Yes.
Oh,
Dang it.
Gorgeous.
Ugh.
That was beautiful. Use the baton, Dan.
nope. Send it in, Mike.
And Mike. I think Mike's the only one wearing jeans today. Well, other than Heidi back there. Heidi always wears jeans though.
It's getting a little warm out this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never saw sunburn coming into play, but it is in play.
Absolutely.
Wind and sunburn is in the house.
Days like today are the most dangerous because you don't realize it's that hot. It's windy. You just knocked over Bob's bottle.
Yeah, at least they
Hey.
hit something. It got something.
Yeah.
There
we
you go.
That was
That's
solid.
pure intimidation right there, Dan.
That's right. Screw your water bottle. Come on, buddy. Yes.
Mike Herengic picked
That's
one,
huge.
too.
Those are the two we needed. Let's get back in it a little bit.
That was a Sven loaf right there. All right. Well, this is
So-
got a little more difficult.
So how's the field looking? We got a good field looking for the next one? Because this field here is really strong today. What's next one looking like?
That's what's always unique, Dan. Is it's gonna play how it's gonna play. We're gonna find out. The problem with scouting that field is, you're scouting it out a couple months before the actual event, before the grass is growing. It'll play fine. You're gonna have to adjust one way or the other, just like you did.
No,
today.
oh, I'm sorry. I meant the field by the people playing in it.
The teams.
Yeah, the team.
Oh, that field.
Yeah.
Yes, that field looks pretty solid right now. Let me just pull up that list while we're talking about it, just because I Don't remember exactly. Let's see.
Sven, I hear you plugging away over there. You got a computer out of this gig? They got me over here with like an etch a sketch.
Yeah. All
Very
right.
distracting.
So, I would say that the top teams on the board just got Glory Holtz, of course, which is two East Coast champions, 2021, Adam Holtz, 2019, Cody. They lost in the final last year.
We saw them last week.
We did. And of course, the other former East Coast champion in the field would be Coop Stashes with Jake and Brian Jones. Of course, you guys are a quality team. The virtually champs, Dan Ivanuk and Kyle Weekland, are going to be a force to be reckoned with. Of course, we got our super fan Lars playing with Alicia. They'll be a good team. We got Das Kub in there with Nick and Mike.
Some new teams as well, Sven.
Yes. Well, I'm just talking about the I'm going top down.
Yeah.
Down.
All right.
Yeah, we definitely got some new teams. We're going to be scouting them out. We got people coming all the way from Idaho, Montana, Colorado. A couple different Pennsylvania teams we haven't heard of. And newest team here is from Columbia, South Carolina, and West Virginia. So that'll be interesting. We got Brett Bauer and Doug from Batavia. I always forget about those guys. They got some experience on their side. They should be good. So yeah, it's looking quality right now, and that's 12 teams right now, and it'll fill out.
Good.
Yeah. I'm expecting between 15 and 20 before it's all said and done.
Oh.
Dan, you guys are treading a bit here, but you got another opportunity.
Yep, we got another shot.
Yeah, they can't keep letting you guys hang around. That's dangerous.
7 in play. Big opportunity here.
Has any clue on what turn this is? That might be a nice graphic one day.
Wow. Jeez.
Yeah. Good luck.
You probably. You know what? The guests tend to have better luck with the graphics department than I do. That's for darn sure. But yeah, good luck with that.
Dang it. Oof.
They do stick though.
Come on. Dang it.
You tried to cut that one in, Goofy.
Yeah.
Stayed outside. Now that was a throw.
Mm-hmm. That was nice.
Now if you can cut these in like that. One more over the top. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let me tell you, Dan. My God, I think it's a compliment. But you remind me a lot of Kyle Weekland as far as, and it's not because I need to understand the mechanics of everyone's drill, but watching you and Kyle, especially I've watched Kyle a lot over the years, and obviously you for the last 2 years. This reminded me a lot of him in that, out of your hand, it doesn't necessarily look like it's going to do anything that's going to be positive, and then it ends up being awesome. And Kyle's the same way. Like, you watch Kyle throw out, like, what is that going to do? And then it ends up being perfect. And it's like, all right, well, I don't have to understand it. It's just, if it works for you, it works for you.
Every time I see Kyle play, I think, oh, that's not going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to be a good throw. And then 7 cubes later, cleared with 2 batons. I'm going home and saying, hey, that was a good game. Good.
Exactly.
You beat the hell out of us.
Exactly.
Time for a big one. Let's go.
That was a big one.
Okay, take that.
If you could triple this one off, Dan, you hit this right.
Oh,
almost.
Oh, so close. I was gonna be
big shot.
I was gonna be the Nostradamus of Cube if I called that one. Huge. Red zone.
Yeah, red zone all of a sudden, Dan. Ride that wind.
There we
Oh.
go.
There's one, Mike Horengic,
He wants it.
looking for the turkey leg.
Oh,
Oh!
he was half into it.
He was.
half into
That
the
looks
fist
so good from behind him too.
bump. I thought it was over. It looked gorgeous.
It's still big though. Put another cube in play.
Oh, he picked it up.
Good job.
Let's go.
Good shot, Dan.
Let's
So
go.
we go 2 for 3.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
That was another Svenlo. Two
Another-
Svenlos in a row there. So,
Yes.
huge.
Yeah. By the way, Kuban now has a 1 cube lead. Seems like they've slowed down a bit on the 8s on that match. I mean, they kind of had to. Can't throw turkeys every tournament, I guess.
You could.
You could, but yeah,
The law of averages is going to eventually bear out.
you would think. But this one now has 9 in play.
They were at 5 with 1 base cube, and now they've just two Svenlos later, and here we are at 9.
Yeah, Dan, you guys.
Bob's
were
starting
good
to
on
roll
life
them in
support
there.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
it is.
That early cut. When he's blocked out, just start
Yeah.
rolling in there. Boom.
That was a good throw. It just didn't catch.
Nope.
All right. How do you want to set? Oh, sorry.
Well, that one's a force. You don't have a choice on that one. But we'll talk about that later. When you inevitably try to stand it up the other way.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe?
You never know. You got to check all the angles.
Yeah, definitely.
That one was
There
there.
we go. Nice
Yeah, you
little
got
pound
that.
on that one.
Yeah.
That one in.
This is Mike's got wet knees, man. That's Mike. How you got these wet knees?
Yeah,
Pointing at him.
You just said the funniest thing. I know you can't hear him, but
Yeah. I really wanted to hear it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need to go the other way with that.
Mike Horenjik, of course, won this tournament last year.
Yes, he did.
With
Jake.
with Joe Harbor.
No,
His
with Jake.
first ever. Oh, Jake. I'm sorry. That's right. First ever final and first ever tournament win.
Yeah.
So good for. Oh, hold on. Hey Sven, we got a Dan Corey on the pitch.
Goose is splashing.
hey.
You see that over
Maybe
there,
I'll set
Dan?
that one up right there.
Darn it, Goose. Yeah, you should set that up.
I would notice.
Dan, let's go. Time's a ticking.
It's not me.
Yeah,
Mike's-
this gets really confusing. We don't know where that coup came from because we were blocked out. You know, everyone was blocked out, and then all of a sudden we're like, because they don't pick it up. You'd think Dave would be like, hey, I just knocked that onto the other pitch. I think they don't. They're not incasting that cube out.
Hey Dan,
Let me see. Yeah.
we're telling you what's going on here. Get this Dan Corey off the pitch. It belongs to the one next to us.
Where is it?
Straight behind you.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me.
It's hard because they're camouflage cubes, but it's about 3 feet behind you. Right back
Where is
there.
it?
Ready to put.
Dan.
Oh, this?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
let
didn't
me
throw
pick it
that
up.
one.
Look, give it
No.
a try.
Like I didn't
I'm just kidding, Bob.
didn't throw that trash.
I knew it all the time.
That was executed
But
brilliantly.
then the
guys.
issue is they set up everything over there because they didn't realize that they had Dan Corey one. Right next to Dan Corey, ironically.
Yeah. No, Dan, that's the one that's not on this pitch. All right, I think we're good now.
I think that one's on Dave. He should have recognized that he knocked that thing over. As we said last episode, these pitches are pretty close together. Because
Yeah, they are snug.
Mike wants an intimate environment.
All right, this is a big blast.
Very big blast.
It's a good group.
Single.
Oof.
I love getting the reactions.
There we go.
Oh.
That's more what he's looking for. And it's like, look, Mike, You taking this one, or are you gonna get the 8?
I'd have Mike take this one.
Yeah. That's what they're discussing.
I'd go.
They've both been about the same from 8s. They've both been hitting.
I think
But yeah, I agree.
Just so that both of you.
Mike's had a couple chances in a row here. I think that's what he's thinking.
Ugh, it's really blowing right now, guys. Look at the signs. Look at that tent in the background.
Yeah.
Even that beautiful App State tent over there. Ooh.
Yeah.
I wonder if he was going for the squirrel there, because that was a lot of heat.
That was a lot of heat. Oh, no.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. That hurts. Yeah. You sound really broken up about those two batons.
Darn it.
Wow.
Alrighty. I believe that's the clear. So Mike has one shot to get 10 in play.
I'm not sure that it is.
I don't know. I can't see anything.
I think there's the cube they were shooting at did not go down. I believe it's still up there. I think this is a pressure clear.
Oh, we got it.
It was a pressure clear, and he got it.
Yeah.
And I believe we've got the right number of cubes.
It might be time to paint these if you guys can't see them.
Oh, it's really hard because we only play with these cubes when the grass is all brown.
Yeah, you know what? I love these sets, though. Oh, I shouldn't say that, but I do like these sets, especially today because they're all waterlogged and really heavy. Yeah, good stuff.
You know, it's tough with the scuffle in this one with this grass being brown. It's just hard to see, and then you get the mud involved too.
There we go. It's a fortunate bounce.
Yeah.
You got 3 forces right now, Dan. Keep that going.
There we go. Come on.
Oh yeah.
We need a neighbor.
6.
It's not bouncing.
Force them all in, Dan. 3 more.
Get.
Oh,
Neighbor.
It's outward
that
facing.
is a neighbor, Dan.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
If you forced them all in with a neighbor.
That's the one
There's
we
no
needed.
choices here. These guys just set them up. It's done. Yep.
Yeah, we saw it. We
I
saw
know. I just wanted to make sure.
it.
We're
You
talking.
think we're blind?
We're shooting the breeze. I wanted you to see it.
All right. Well,
Look at Mike Horengic wants to touch it too.
I don't think these guys can Johnny Kubel see these enough. I'm calling this over right now. That was a great drill.
Mike wants to know if we can get some input from you guys on where to put this.
Put it with the rest of the cubes.
Is that against the rules? Probably,
No,
huh?
just put it by the rest of the cubes. Don't put it like on the baseline. Don't put it behind the king. Put it by the rest of the cubes.
Is cube like tennis where you can't get coached from the box?
Yeah, I'm wondering. You haven't coached anything yet. You've just been saying do good. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. That seriously, Dan, that group was amazing.
That wasn't just not bad.
No, it doesn't get much better than that.
Mike loves these shots, by the way.
Wait, I didn't even realize there was an advantage line.
Yeah,
I didn't either.
I thought so. There might be.
Well, this one's over. This
Yeah.
one.
Well, you just killed them all with 2.
I was gonna say, first of all, Mike Horengic just took down a half a tree with 2 batons, and now this one's over.
Yeah. Nice
There you
job.
go, Dan. All right, so Dan, Mike, and Kraken Beer even it up at 1 game apiece against the 650 Mafia. We're going 3 again in the quarterfinals. 1.338, 60%. How about a 4.0 on the Coops per baton?
Get 8 with 2.
I feel like they probably had a higher K score than we did. Somehow we won that. What, can you verify or?
On a
The advantage line is really what did it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you got 4 coups per baton on the advantage line. I mean, that's going to crush it. I think their 8s, they just weren't getting them, so their 8 percentage was still
Guys,
okay.
I don't usually do this, but let me throw this. Well, no,
This is down. You're calling it?
no, I'm not calling.
Shot.
I'm not calling the shot.
You should have.
Even though I made it, that was awesome. I'm feeling really good about this. Taking Bob out for the first time.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
calling
Good.
it. I'm calling it right now.
It's good.
Nice. That's what we
I'm
want to see.
with you. I'm with you, Dan. I told you that you guys were my pick. So
Yeah, I don't do this very often, but Bob's going down right here.
I thought you'd never do this.
I never do it because it never works out for me, but I'm doing it right now. I'm breaking that string too.
that's awesome.
We're gonna take this. We're gonna
That's
kill him
awesome.
actually.
Nice.
Speaking of taking things, 2020 sucked with a 1 cube lead.
It's like they did suck. Oh no, they're winning.
Yeah, 2020 didn't suck in this game. They've got a lead.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what is this? 3 out of the 4 quarterfinals go 3 games. Pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, we could see the other one if Logistics hadn't dropped the ball on pitch 1.
Yeah, well, they blew that one hardcore.
Yep, like, big one here for Mike.
Oh, oof, that was close.
Still scored. I want to know, 2020 sucked. Like, I know they've used that.
Hold on, Sven. The breeze was just kicking up there again.
Well, what we've just Mike and I were just talking about is it seems like the last couple times we've been in this direction, it doesn't matter. Whenever we're about to throw, the breeze really kicks up, and then when it's the other team's turn, it just basically goes dead.
Is that what's happening?
So we're fuming right now. Yes.
So you're saying Bob and Mike control the wind?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that God is on their side. No, it's just interesting dynamic.
It's Coob. That's what happens.
Sounds like sour grapes to me, Dan.
There's Mike Roberts is wearing a kilt back there. I just thought you should
know. It's very stylish.
Very.
I just saw it.
So my point was, I know 2020 sucked. Dan and Matt Green have played together.
Jeez, this is terrible.
That time. It's almost like you're switching it on and off. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
So I just wonder, like, when you have sucked in your team name, does that affect your team morale in any way? You know, how successful have they been?
I don't know. What was their seed today? Were they the?
I'd have to.
Oh, that was big.
It was. Take the lead.
My due diligence here. Give me a sec.
Oh, that was so close.
They might be the 7 seed actually. 2020 sucked. They might be the 7 seed today.
I'll tell you here in a second. There, Stu.
Fighting Harbert's there in the background.
2020 sucked. They were the 7 seed.
7 seed.
Very surprising.
Playing 2. Yeah, they had a up and down kind of day. It's like win loss, bye.
Oh, that's good.
Bye hurt them because that kills your opponent. But yeah, they were a little up and down.
Dan, where'd you go?
I'm getting some water.
Oh yeah, here you come.
See, here I come.
I lost you. Oh wow. Kuba on with an advantage line now and just went baseline clear. There's a potential that match is over.
It's over. But Brian did miss a K earlier, remember?
Yep.
In this direction. So can he pull this off? Over.
He does. That one is over. So Kuba on defeats 2020 sucked in the 4th quarterfinal. Boy, these quarterfinal matches have been ridiculous so far.
They have been.
Dan, what are we waiting on here? What's the story?
We're waiting on Mike Davids. He's got to go direct things.
Oh.
Good job, buddy.
So are you going to throw a few practice ones here, Dan? Make sure you're still loose?
No, I don't think we're allowed to do that if I'm remembering correctly.
Okay.
No practice throws during a match?
No, I don't think you are.
No, I remember seeing that in some. I think that was in maybe one of Jesse's Ask a Ref.
Ask a Koob ref? Yeah.
It's one of the downsides of playing the tournament director is, you know, he may have to step aside occasionally to take care of some business.
It does.
Well, he's handled it well today, that's for sure, because he's playing very well.
See, we need to see a
Look at
loaf.
this guy. Jeez. Killing it.
These guys split their baton, so Sven loaf's the best we're gonna do.
Oh, that was right on.
This is for the Sven loaf.
It's for the lead.
Yeah.
Get out of there. Dang it.
That was pure.
It
was. He turned it. No doubt on that one. And that
Oh, that was huge.
Another one.
turkey leg.
Wow. So not only do they take the lead, they take a 2-cube lead.
Yeah.
Getting 3 8s in your turn will do that. Ugh.
Bob's hit 3 out of 4, I think, this match, this game.
Boy.
Well, that just figures.
Yeah. This is
Is it getting deep out?
Yeah, it's an elimination.
Deep
It's an
out there,
elimination
Dan?
tournament, so yeah. This is why you never hear me do what I just did.
Is that
It never works out, and you'll never hear it again.
Or
First
we
time
did
and
a
only
year
time.
ago.
Unless we come back, and then I'll start doing it more.
Yeah. Hey, I'm feeling good about your chances at the scuffle next year.
There we go.
Do you want to guarantee anything while we're on while we have it on?
I'll tell you in about 10 minutes.
I mean, since it would be on, recorded, then there would be no disputing it. So,
That's right.
If you want to, draw any lines in the sand, let us know.
3, Dan? 3.
Yeah, it's trying to really work them in there.
Back
Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like the. Looks like you have to go over the top if you want to keep piling them in, but.
Playing it safe.
Yeah. Smart move. Smart move.
Ooh. Mike just putting all his weight into these suckers.
Oh yeah, just
ripping them in.
just losing 1/4 of an inch here on every.
5.5-inch cubes you're throwing at, Dan.
Yeah, and 650 Mafia knows a lot about 1/4 of an inch, so we gotta.
Hey,
that is for sure.
Mike probably has this weight to play with for another 6-7 months, and then he's gonna probably drop once he gets done with his treatment. So he's got to use it now while he can. We're not gonna recognize him at the Spring Fling next year.
No, we gotta. You do whatever you can.
Let's see what we got here.
Oh,
Nice.
there's a nice one.
Couldn't Kubel seed those out of that triple, that's for sure. Gorgeous.
Ugh.
Nice shot though.
So is there still 2 up? 1 up?
Just one.
1?
Well, still up.
Oh.
Too much debris.
I think maybe if you just took more green over here, there would be a
Window.
window, yeah, something.
There
So
it
we
is.
just went away with what we've done all day there. When you miss a 4.5, you're supposed to automatically step away, and I did not tell him to do that. So that's my fault.
So
Nice.
Dan, there's
Nice.
the Herengic hop and the
Yep.
turn saver. That's big time. So Dan, I usually play when my teammate and I talk. We always say if you miss 2 shots in a row, no matter what, whether that's what you're supposed to be, if you're a blaster and you miss 2 throws in a row, it doesn't matter. Let the other person step in. You guys are missing 1-4 today, and you step away.
Yes, you're supposed to. And we have all day. I don't know why we didn't there. I should have insisted, because when you're throwing, you just want to go again. So it's kind of up to the teammate to say, "Hey, back off."
This could be
Interesting.
peachy. How did he not get a basket of peaches on that stacker? Dan, that
Yeah.
last game. Why didn't he get a basket of peaches there?
That's true. Well, one was outward facing. Maybe
Barely.
Well, there's a lot of mud here today, so I mean, I feel like it needs to
Yeah,
be.
Cheap.
It's got to be practically perfect.
Oh, it's got to be ridiculous.
Yeah, that's not going to get you peaches.
No.
Either is that.
No.
All right, let's see.
All right, Dan, how they looking over there? Looks like you got 2 out there that you'll be able to
Yeah.
put way out to the left.
3 forces here is going to make a pretty easy triple, and then it's going to come down to this one if we want to go forward and make a fence, or, well, we're going to have to, let's see. I mean, it's still a good group. You should be able to get this down in 3 max, in my opinion. Well, it depends. Let me see how this back one sets up.
Yeah, I think that back one, you take it towards the king, and I think that's gonna.
See,
add
there's
in
a
some
there's a
difficulty.
quad there
Hey,
waiting
are you
to happen.
coaching right now, Stu?
We're just talking, Sven. Relax.
Here, let's put this one over here. Here we go.
Good move, Dan. Good
Sounded
move.
a little coachy to me. Just trying to keep everybody honest here.
Well,
This is one of those shots. It can go. It can be a 1 or it can be a 5. This is like the game right here.
Too,
Yeah, he
too
hasn't got
scary to look at, Dan. Go.
Yeah, I
you're
don't-
turning back around. All right.
Take a look. Fair. Yeah.
fair.
It's 3, but they're still probably.
This is a big shot here. At least get this double.
Oh, he almost got it.
Now this one is a shot that not many people can pull off, but I think Bob already called his shot if I heard correctly. So hey Mike, get that double, I'll get this one.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
Such a good shot. That's a good shot.
Now
I really can't watch.
got 3 left. But
Yeah.
If
defenses look
history says anything, this is going down.
yeah, he's been on fire this game.
Look at that win, though. Woo, look at that sign blow.
Oh, it's pure.
Of course. Of
Dan.
course.
Dan.
Of course.
And
And the wind kicks up, and the tumbleweed on my chances blows by.
Good.
Good game, guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
One day, man. You suck. All right, so
All right. Well, Kraken Beer falls 2 games to 1 to 650. Mafia 1.3, 41, 61%. 1.4, 48, 74. Those are big numbers in the win today. And then we saw Kuban also knocked off 2020 sucked in 3 games. There's 3-game matches all over the place. So Dan, thanks for joining us. Thanks for agreeing to being mic'd up.
what are you contemplating right here?
hey, we're just talking about the epic loss again. But no, guys, it was a pleasure to do it. Maybe we can do it again sometime. Best of luck to 650, and hey, thanks for having me.
Yep.
Hey, man. Awesome to have you on.
Yep. Stick around for a second, Dan. So
Time for a beer.
Yep. Next week we're going to have the semifinals. Remember, we blew it on pitch 1, so we're only going to have 1 semifinal. We'll get updates from the other. And the semifinal that we're going to have is 650 Mafia and Kuban. All right, there you go. So that'll be next week in another 2 out of 3 to see who goes to the finals. Sven, any pearls of wisdom for us?
No, it was a great match, but unfortunately, like we said on all these quarterfinals, it's like these teams that are finishing T5, it's tough because they're good teams,
I
including
agree with you.
Dan and
It's
Mike. Yeah,
been brutal today. All right.
want to see.
Yep. All right, that's it. See you guys next week. Bazooka.
Bazooka.
Dan,
Dan?
you still there?
Bazooka.
Yeah, buddy.
That's a good one.